Hello everyone, I'm Gang. Next, let's take a look at the UELog format and the screen debug information. For this screen debug information, we'll just paste it somewhere. Let me close this first. Put it in our begin play section. We'll just paste it casually. Okay, this is just a random piece of information to show that we have used this thing. Then next, we will use this method to complete our log. Obviously, it needs to include a declaration of a header file here. Let's see if we can include it in this position. If not, we might need to write another actor. Okay, then let's click close like this. It seems like here. Let's first check inside our engine. Has it changed again? Let's take a look. Obviously, some problems have appeared here. Let's just write it directly. We'll know if this thing exists once we check. It is at this position. Here, in login, this date in strike login. Okay, let's set this position. Then we include it here. Let's move it back first. Then check it. Okay. It shows it cannot be opened. Let me check what the reason is. Let's first include the header file. There might have been a mistake somewhere earlier. Never mind. Let's create a new method here. Create a new one. We'll just do a simple demonstration here. This is the log4 format string. Then we create it. Then here we can call one over here. You see it is used like this. We'll just use it the same way. We'll still use this lock level. Obviously, there might be some variables here that we need to replace. We'll just leave it. You'll notice it doesn't use that txt anymore. So here we'll give it a warning level alert. Then actually we'll still use the sticky monster. We'll modify the sticky monster like this for convenience. And here we'll still use this lamb and arrow. Then we simply fill in this value inside. For the first one, we fill it with S3, my name. And let's check if we can just put this here. For the error code, we define an intersense2. Our code equals 1998. Then we put this here. Okay, so we're done defining it. Now let's try to delete it and see if there are any issues. Compiling like this seems fine. Then let's also include the second method here. We can see there is a flag here, but we are not sure what this flag is used for. And this is the field name. So for the field, never mind. Then we just paste it directly here. Then change this. Here we still use nam. Let's do it like this. Then change it like this. Then this, I don't know what this flag is. It might be something like a flag that uses an OR operation to combine values. We'll just put a slim here for now. You might not need this. Okay, after doing this, let's see what the printed result looks like. Alright, I'll just pause here. Alright, we can see here. These execution results are also in line with our first phase. We can clear this up. Then both of these things would print it out during execution. There shouldn't be any problem. Okay. We'll stop here for this lesson. This field doesn't seem to be used. Actually, this is a relatively new thing, because it's version 5.2. In fact, many of our projects are still using 5.1, which is also normal. The latest is 5.4, but generally 5.3 might be used a bit more. You can see the engine has many places it all starts to. Some of its newly introduced features or its updated features, it gradually starts to use them. UEC format, a writing style like this. Of course, let's take a look. And actually you can also use this writing style, but using UELog should be fine too, because UELog is actually quite classic. See, he's using it too, okay? So that's all for the log topic. There is actually some more knowledge. You can try to wrap his UELog macro with your own macro. That is also possible, because sometimes the project has this requirement, but sometimes if you need to handle it in one step, you can handle it the way we do. Then we find a blueprint, that is, find a BP library, like this, and write some unified log processing methods, then use them in other existing systems to print logs. This approach will be seen frequently later, because it is very convenient. It involves multi-threading knowledge. Okay, that's all for this lesson. Thank you all. There might be this here. This log on the screen. Print this log. We'll just leave it alone then. Please don't hesitate to like, subscribe, share, and tip to support the Mingjing and Diandian program.